Hello. Hello and welcome to Silverstone for the first round of Season 8 in Ero Ps F5, the best here. So it looks pretty bleak in Britain today, but I don't think it's raining just yet. All in good time. So we see quite a few new drivers this season, so it'll be interesting to see how they get on. A few returners though as well. We've got the veterans of Shade Maps and Villeneuve, the veterans of F5. Probably class Boyman as one of them perhaps as well. As we'll see how they can do in the first race back. They'll be wanting to stamp their authority on these debut drivers and try and win the first race. There'll be quite a few battling for the win I think today, but we may be surprised. Let's see as we do get underway and the clock starts ticking. Who will be the first out of the pits? For those of you who are new to F5, I'm Jack Bailey. I'll be the commentator for the season. I'll do my best to keep it entertaining for you. Even throughout the safety car periods, we'll try and get some fun facts. We'll see how we go. I hear engines. There's the Mercedes of possibly Sackboy, possibly the other one. We don't know, it's the other one. It's Kuba, he's a new driver. Or Scuba. Scooby-Doo. He's not the first out, as we do have a few drivers in front of him. I think we have Swistak, also a returning driver of F5, who doesn't run with any assists, I believe, or maybe he's got line only, which is very impressive. And they're all filtering out the pits now. We see a couple of drivers letting other people by. There's Swistak on his outlap, warming those tyres. Just coming into Cops now. I'm looking forward to this season. Should be entertaining. Should be some carnage. Not too much though. This is, of course, the lowest tier in PlayStation. So we have quite a wide variety of skill levels. The main thing is we all enjoy ourselves and don't have meltdowns. Unlikely. Should make for some entertaining viewing though. I was going to ride on board with Swistak for his first flying lap. See if he takes out the first corner flat out his first go. Not at all, his 3/4 throttle. It's quite slow really around that bend. So he does have a bit of traffic ahead, he gets out of the way quite nicely. Doesn't quite make that apex. Can he make this one? Just about touches it, runs onto the grass. That's not the quickest way around this circuit. And I think that's, lap invalidated for Swistak. So, let's go on to Isfod, the next driver on the road, and see if he can... he's not the next driver on the road, I apologise. But we'll stick on Isfod anyway, as he picks up now where Swistak left off. Isfod also a driver in F5 last season. Quite consistent driver as well. I believe it's Hungarian. I think it's maybe the only Hungarian in ERO actually. Which is interesting. Takes a nice wide line. It's coming onto the old pit straight now. Maybe a bit of a lift through Cops. We shall see. Can he keep it on the track? A little bit of a lift, maybe a dab of the brakes, and kept it well within track limits. Through the tricky S section, Maggots and Becketts. Back into the DRS straight. Full throttle all the way down this corner. Good overtaking point in the race. So we see Morgonis, the new driver, 1:30.0 for his first lap. Don't think that'll be pole. Isfod not looking like he's going to beat it, is he? I don't think so. Well, just about then, didn't he? Well, 10th up. So his FOD does got a provisional pole. Quite a few drivers left to set lap times though, of course. As we focus on the Ferrari of Powerbeck, filling the boots of the reigning champion Stevie, who dominated last season due to immense consistency. Podium every race apart from Singapore, which he DNF'd. Very unfortunate. Still has the same teammate in Villeneuve in the other Ferrari, who just has a time of a 1:42.9. Let's get your calendars out to record that one. Maybe he's gone for 2 warm-up laps perhaps, and this is his flyer. Certainly got a lot of battery to do it, so we will focus on him and try and see his wonderful helmet. Can't really see it there. The Senna tribute. You might see it better throughout this next corner. It's sort of, yeah, not really get a glimpse of it, can you? But there we go. Senna tribute helmet. Beautiful stuff. In the Ferrari though, looks a bit odd. Still continues to push. Oh dear, that's not where you want to be. The Red Bull gets out of his way nicely in the background. I believe Villeneuve is still pushing as he takes Cops reasonably well. Again, through to the tricky S section. Keeps it on the road into the DRS zone. I suspect they'll get 1 or 2 runs in here, potentially 3. We don't want to wear out your tyres too much. Of course, 4 sets of soft tyres in qualifying. Can use them in the race if you don't use them in quali. As we see, I've not even watched. Oh my god, what am I doing? So Villeneuve spun, completely missed it. Strong start to the season by me. I should probably watch what's going on. Anyway, Villeneuve pits. He's not happy. He's had a bit of a spin. And he's going to, no doubt, go again. So another talking point of the season. We have the 2 Aston Martins who are related. We have Lee Webb, the driver of last year in F5. And his son, Louis Webb, has joined this season in the other Aston Martin, currently P2, 129.3. Catch me if you can, that's a bit of a mouthful. Anyway, his dad comes along now, invalidating his lap, so he's not going to catch him anytime soon. Black Wolf, possibly on a flying lap. It's getting to the point where everyone's pitting though. Well, Aston, he's probably still pushing, isn't he? Through Magus and Beckett's, a bit of a lift there. Oh, a bit scrappy. Oh, very scrappy indeed. He's completely lost it. He's done a Villeneuve. Stays out of the way of the McLaren. He was on his out lap, but not to worry. There's still time in the session to get a lap on the board, as we are going to watch Tim Lees. Was in F4 last year. And we'll see what he can do. Could be a championship contender. Championship contenders. Who have we got here then? Gotta say Tim, like I say. Villeneuve's in with a shout, no doubt. Oh, everyone's losing it. Oh, dear me. He's gone through them polystyrene boards. Beautiful 360. Beautiful 360. But this will not be his quickest lap in qualifying. Boyman's gone. What happened there then? There's no one near him, so he can't see. It looks like he's lost it at the final corner. Spun into the wall, so he won't be taking a time. A bad start for the McLarens. Well done to Boyman. Not great. So let's have a look at the rundown of the grid so far. Barry Kruger with the 128.0. Followed by Paul Beck, Catch Me If You Can, Vries, and then Vinrals. So top 4 currently debut drivers. Vinrals, Isfod were in last season. Morgonis, New, Sackboy and Saitsi were in Red Bull last year. Sait's been demoted. Not a surprise. He was absolutely awful last year. Sackboy not much better, to be fair. We'll see what they can do this season. Perhaps they've improved, you never know. Kuba, new driver, Swistak, Shane, Mabs, Villeneuve and Dulst all competed last year. Dulst, I believe, was a reserve, as he is this year. We all know Lee Webb, famous for a few comments made in France and Spain, famous amongst the Ero community. Can't repeat them here live on air. Boyman, F5 last season. Black Wolf F4 and Parker, of course. How have we not mentioned Parker, the self-proclaimed frontrunner? Very fitting, he's currently in P20. So, who is out there then? I believe Dulst is about to invalidate his lap. Villeneuve on a flyer, so we'll follow Villeneuve again. Hopefully he doesn't spin this time. And if he does, I'll try and be watching the screen. Don't forget to new viewers, like and subscribe to the stream. It does help us out. I can guarantee you will not be disappointed. A lot of races going on this weekend. F4 follows this at 8 o'clock UK time. As Villeneuve goes purple in sector 2. And then tomorrow we have F3, and I can guarantee there'll be fireworks there already in the pre-season. There's about 20 incident reports. Yeah, Stewart has got a tough job in that tier. It's also the tier I'm in, so commentary support would be appreciated. As Villeneuve goes to P5 with a 129.5, decent lap, but still 1.5 seconds off Barry Kruger. So Barry Kruger and Porbeck, well, Porbeck's on the grass, but Barry Kruger and Porbeck are significantly faster than the entire field at this stage in quali, which is a bit of a concern. We don't want to see them run away with it, but perhaps they'll crash. We don't know. Lee Webb on a lap, as probably his son is on a outlap. So we'll watch the father. There's a purple sector 1. Here we go then. Oh, is it really purple though? Is the game lying to me? I suspect the game's lying. Said the same about Villeneuve sector 2. Let's see what Lee Webb can do through Cops. We know all about Aston Martin's. Oh, he's invalidated the Cops. Well, that is ironic. Black Wolf still not set time, nor has Parker. Dulst also gone, missed that one. Let's see if we can get on board with his teammate. See his teammate in the wall. Oh dear, so he's got to be happy on the throttle and gone straight into the barrier. He won't be setting a time. Doesn't bode well. Significantly quicker than everyone, these guys, Barry Kruger and Porbeck. Not good. But can they be consistent? So well and good, being good around 1 lap. Can you do it around 26 or 27? Black Wolf slows down, not sure why. Run out of battery. Sackboy going for it. As there's 5 minutes left in the session, enough time for those in the pits to get out and do one more lap if they wish. DRS wide open for Sackboy, pushing him along the straight. Only a few corners to go. Can he keep it together through the final section? Done better than Villeneuve through that corner. Oh, he's gone into pits though. Oh dear, that's a waste. Who else is out then? I've already watched Istvod. I'll tell you what, I'll watch Tim. We'll see what he can do around the circuit. So he goes through turn 1. A little bit of traffic on the exit. Into Village, I believe, corner. I'll try and get the turn names right, and oh dear, that's a little bit nasty one that was. So coming up to Brooklands and Luffield now. How does he take this? Some people take a wide line into Luffield and others prefer to keep it nice and tight. Tim going for the tighter option. I've noticed Lewis Hamilton actually takes quite a wide line in there, whereas Verstappen takes a tight one. Always been the way. Through Cops. Just about keeps it on the track and in bounds. Through Maggots and Beckett's. Tricky S section. Onto the hanger straight goes Purple. 10 seconds better than the previous time, which previous time not worth talking about. And now to the Bale chicane. Through Club Corner. And across the line in a reasonably competitive time. So 129.4, he goes P4. Pretty good. Pretty good. Villeneuve could challenge that. These guys at the top look too good. They look too good at the moment for this league. Only time will tell. So we have an AlphaTauri of Site C about to start his lap. We'll see how the demotion has, well, gone for him really. We have 31 viewers and we only have 4 likes, which is disgusting. I mean, what we're doing wrong, guys. So anyway, Site C comes through. Turn 3 or 4 or 5, one of the 3. Onto the DRS straight. And that's a bit of lag there. I thought he took it very wide and then jumped back in. Hopefully that doesn't continue. So we see the best time. Not that it makes any difference now because the tyre rules have changed, but yeah, people have set their best time on 3-lap-old softs. There's obviously time in the hand for Kuba. It'll be an interesting battle of a pole between Paul Beck and Barry Kruger. Both on outlaps currently. Sackboy just starting flying lap now. See Villeneuve across the line, I believe. Oh no, that's Powerbeck. Villeneuve going to cross the line now. It doesn't look to be very competitive, so he's obviously going for the 2 warm-up laps and then the flyer at the end, which is quite interesting. He's struggling with tyre temps. Lee Webb just got in front of his son. Oh dear. His son will be displeased about that. He got into the 128, so the third man to do so. So there's obviously time in the pocket. Well done, Lee Webb, getting up P3. So a lot of people need to start pushing. Everyone in the pit's obviously finished now. The timer has hit 0. So we'll follow them across the line as Lee Webb's son, goes through the final corner. Up on his time through sector 2. What can it be? He has improved, got into 128, but he stays at P4. Parker invalidated, so won't be improving. Next to cross the line will be not be a spot because he's pitted. Black Wolf also pits. Sackboy invalidated, so he will be pitting. Is there anyone on a valid lap? Lee Webb saves today on a valid lap. Pits anyway. Paul Beck invalidated. So really the man is Villeneuve. And then to follow Barry Kruger, who's already on provisional pole. What can Villeneuve do? It's a 129.6, stays P8. Paulbeck pits. There's really no one left apart from Vinrals, who is going to complete the lap. Vries, of course, is behind him. My apologies. So where can Vinrals put his car? Goes up to P5. Vinrals going to P7 and goes up to P4. So that is the grid. Quite an interesting one. We didn't expect this grid, or I didn't anyway. So we've got Barry Kruger and Paulbeck miles ahead of everyone. Some would say Barry too fast or Paulbeck too fast. Who knows? It might be a hashtag later on in the season. Lee Webb P3. Great drive from him. Consistent last year, but never qualified this high. Vries P4, Louis Webb P5, Vinrals P6, Lees 7th, and Villeneuve in 8th. That is a shock. I expected Villeneuve to be higher. Swistak Istvod rounding off the top 10 with a new driver, Morgonis, in P11. Not really spoken much about the Maverick, but he is a returning driver of another veteran of F5. Kuba, Sackboy, Saitsi in 13, 14, 15. Black Wolf does tend to do well in races and not so much in qualifying, so he can improve there. And the front runner, Elliot Parker, in P17, just ahead of Shade Maps. And then obviously Dulst and Boyman, who didn't set time because they binned it. So that will be an interesting grid. 3 seconds separates the entire field. Shade Map 7/10 behind the nearest car. But most of that time is within the front two. Look at that, how close that is between Barry Kruger and Paulbeck. Could be an interesting race. Hopefully the others can keep up. So I'm getting word that Swistak is out of the session, so let's see if we can drop him an invite. Hopefully it's not just... it's just him, sorry, and not everyone in the world. That would be disappointing. We can invite him back to the game. Anyone else left? Don't think so. So in he is, hopefully. Oops. So sunny, doesn't look like rain. Never know in Britain though. We can have sun and then it can pour down with rain. Happens quite a lot. So we'll have a formation lap, unless I've completely messed up the settings. Doesn't look like it. Well done to me. Will we have any instance on formation lap? This is F5. We could do. We have before. Hopefully not today, though. There was pre-season reports in F3 for not staying within 10 car lengths of safety car. Some people do like to take this very seriously. I did laugh. I find it funny. Swistak's rejoined. Excellent news. Well done, Swistak. What is happening there? The road's just jumping out all over the place. Maybe we'll change views for that. But a beautiful view, though. Red Bull in first place. So tyres, everyone on the mediums, pretty much. 5 soft runners and 2 on the hards. So Villeneuve, Lees and Isvod have gone for the softs. Dalton Boyman also going for the softs in last place. Okay. And Black Wolf and Kuba, sorry, 2 drivers have gone for the hards. We'll see how they get on. So really the tactics is under fuel. Pit when there's a safety car. That's the strategy, that's mine. If there's no safety cars, which, let's be honest, is a big if, medium hard or hard medium I would go for. Some people going for those soft tyres. We'll see how that pans out for them. They'll be rapid off the start. Let's see what they can do. So for those just joining for the race, welcome. Welcome to Ero, the true home of league racing. And without a doubt, in my opinion, the best tier, F5, where all the action happens. Although F3 will give it a run for its money this year, and of course F1, no doubt, will be entertaining. Stay tuned throughout the weekend. Like and subscribe to the stream, not screen. And maybe they'll get better commentators than me in the future. Hopefully not, though. I like my awful commentary. So, Paul Beck and Barracuda getting very close already. Everyone slows down. Of course, this year we can park on the grid, which is a bit entertaining. Swiftstack's disqualified himself. He's not parked very well. Who else can not park an F1 car? Reese, Vinrals, Eastford, the Maverick, Sackboy, Black Wolf. They're falling like dominoes. Sites, he's gone as well. And nobody can park, including Parker and Shade Maps. So here we go then. First race of ERO Season 8. It's going to be a good one. And it's lights out. Ooh, what's happened? This is odd. I don't like it. We've started, it's lights out, away we go for the first race of the season. Barracuda gets a great start and Lee Webb gets up to P2 already. No real chaos. Oh, there's chaos in the first corner. Lee Webb's gone. Oh, he's had a great start and it's all gone wrong for him. Now it's disaster. As his son's gone as well. Catch Me If You Can's also spinning in the background. Everyone's off. Oh, what's happened? Everyone's gone. There's about 5 DNFs. Safety car's been deployed. Oh my God, it's like the real Britain Grand Prix. What on earth was that? We have no idea what happened there. I think the two Aston Martins spinning caught everyone out and someone slammed into the back of them. Absolute chaotic start to this Grand Prix in Britain. Wow, what on earth was that? Nobody knows what happened there. What a start of the season, maybe. I think people got a little bit too excited. And we've got 4 cars out already. Swiftstack apparently getting disqualified, which seems odd. But anyway, 3 DNFs. Catch Me If You Can, Vinrals, Kuba, and then Swiftstack with the disqualification. I think what happened is Lee Webb started the carnage off by spinning. Well, they're probably not his fault at all. Put everyone else off. His son then spun, collected 3 other drivers, maybe collected the 2, and then Swiftstack went across the grass and got disqualified corner cutting. Very, very, very unfortunate. This is just, of course, all a guess from me at this stage. But we have 4 out. We had a full grid, and we've got 4 out already. Lee Webb at the back, going to have some pace. Does he have damage? We don't know. It doesn't look like he's got away with it. Didn't hit the wall, it would seem. So according to the back, but we know has pace. So who are the big winners out of this absolute chaotic start to this Grand Prix? Barry Kruger maintaining position. Vries gone up 2 places. Poor bit lost out 1 as the Maverick pits. So does Black Wolf. Must both have damage following the incident. Well, that reminded me of the real Britain race, I have to say. We didn't have any upside down cars in the barrier, but it was almost as good. All drivers will be not happy about that one. And F5 does not disappoint. Turn 1, chaos. Here we are. We do have the safety car deployed on lap 1, which is a rarity. We don't want any incidents under the safety car. We'll probably have some though. So the big winners are the ones that binned it in quali. Or is that the tactic perhaps? Dalston Boyman going P9, P10 on those soft tyres. And Elliot Parker, what a start from him as well. Those 3 have just sighed through the entire field. Shane Mab was also making up 6 positions, of course 4 of them being the DNF drivers. Saites managed to lose a position despite all that carnage. Well done to him. Lee Webb obviously spinning in the Maverick, not having a good start either. Everyone else pretty happy with that. Villeneuve only gained 1 place. They'll be quite content, but a lot of other people have gained more ahead of him. And we see probably 2 laps under this safety car. Apologies for the breaking commentary. There was a brief discussion about a potential lobby restart. I think Swisstack had issues getting disqualified, but we don't restart for one driver, unfortunately. It's just a shame for him. It doesn't look like he took the others out anyway, I don't think. I think that was a separate incident. So, no restart. We carry on. I don't want to set that precedent of restarting for one person, otherwise we would be here all night. And we all want to watch F4. Let's not forget, that's on at 8 o'clock later. So, anyway, we're back. Safety car should be in this lap. Has anyone pitted? Let's see. Stops, that's what I want. So, the three at the back have stopped. Okay, what tyres have they gone on to? A couple on the softs, a couple on the mediums. Well, they're going to have to pit again, no doubt. As you can see, the safety car is in this lap. Barry Kruger leads the way, Reese just behind, and of course Purbek with pace. Is ready to pounce. So the safety car's in the pit, so we could go at any time. Barry Kruger really leaving them in the dust. I think he's gone. Yeah, he's bolted. Gone early. Good tactic. Like it. Always with his camera angles. We can see nothing. As further back, we can still see nothing. So Reese gets through the hole. Someone's gone at the back. Sackboy has spun. Not took any other drivers out with him this time though. So we can carry on. As we do have 4 drivers in close proximity. Oh, another driver's gone. Lisa's lost his spun. Oh no, it's been a disastrous start for this McLaren driver. Oh, what a great shame, but he is still ahead of Sackboy. So there's a bit of a gap forming now to Morgonis, and the other 4 in front could be battling for the lead all the way. Villeneuve right on the gearbox of Morgonis, as well as Vries is looking up the inside at Cops. He's not going to make a move there. Surely, no. Further back, no moves. So we're going to watch the front 4 go through Maggots and Beckett's. On to the hanger straight. No DRS yet, of course, because the safety car's just been out. We'll be back in a couple of laps. And then we'll get some serious overtakes as Vries does run wide and Purbek maybe all over the back, but no. The Maverick does get past Shade Mabs in the background. We're too late to see that one as Purbek is revving that engine. Wow. That's allowed his spot to gain. So we have another spinner in sector 3. The Shade Mabs has gone. Gets out of people's way a little bit maybe. But he's now in last place. Barry Kruger not getting away from these guys. I expected him to. Purbek obviously is pacey if we look at qualifying. So we see them fairly close down there. Oh, there's been someone in the back. Powerhouse gone. Dulster's lost it. He's kept it out of the wall somehow. He's managed to stay intact. No damage at all. And that looked like it was going to be a huge accident. And somehow managed to keep it out of the wall. So well done to him for that. But back at the front again, Vries having a little look down the inside, trying to scare Barry Kruger into a mistake. Doesn't look like he's going to make one, but Powerbake is all over the back of Vries. He's going to send it up the inside of Maggots. Probably not. Sensible and stays behind. Following them all the way through. Will he get a good exit out onto the hanger straight? Vries has got a little bit dodgy, but he's got a decent exit. As further forward, Barry Kruger's got a bit slow. So this is Purbek's chance. With DRS, I feel like these guys would both be behind. Is he going to dive down the inside? No, he's not. Will he get a good exit out of this corner and into the final one? No dive bombs here. Morgonis very close to Villeneuve. This looks like a potential dive bomb. He's going round the outside. Villeneuve's going to hang it around the inside. He gets the outside for the next corner. Morgonis done quite well. I don't know where Villeneuve is. He's behind now. Does he get the switch back? Oh, he's got a good run on him. Send it up the inside there is dangerous. He's backed out of it, quite sensibly so. As he does lose position to Morgonis. Decent move, good respect from Villeneuve as always. Everyone hitting the rev limit here. That's a glitch. Oh no, and Powerbeck, the pole sitter, or second place, has lost it. The safety car's been deployed for something. Oh, what's happened? Has the safety car been deployed? Yes, it has. What's happened? Well, no one's crashed. We had a bit of a spin from Powerbeck. That's not a safety car. That's a bit dodgy. Does he lose it? We're definitely on reduce. Let's have a little check of the settings. Simulation settings. No, sorry, wrong ones. What are the rules and flags? That's where they are. Safety car reduced safety car, and it's come out for a spin. What? Answers in the comments, guys. What have I missed? No idea. Anyway, we have another safety car. Could spice up the race. Maybe the soft runners now pit as they run out a little bit. Dulster's got past Shade Maps during the safety car period. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Maybe Shade Maps spun. We don't know. But if not, Dulst is going to get a bit of a penalty for that one. Because I don't like to see stuff like that. Shade Maps a bit irritated behind. So I suspect he did overtake him on the safety car. Does Dulst let him by? Yes, sort of he does. But no, he's failed to do so. So, anyway. People are pitting. Almost a certain penalty for Dulst. Who knows? Everyone into the pits. Pit. Shade Maps gets a penalty under the safety car for cutting the track. Probably could get one removed. Oh no! Lee Webb, a classic error, has got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. He's done this a couple of times. He has done this before. And, you know, it's a bit of a schoolboy error, and he is certainly no schoolboy. Well, that's a very, very disappointing one for him. Of course, can't serve it under the safety car, and will have to do so after the safety car comes in, and hope for another one, really. That's his only hope for the rest of the race, to be honest. So we still don't know what happened under the safety car. Or to cause a safety car, I should say. But, you know, we'll take it. Keeps it interesting. Would have preferred it, you know, beyond lap 7, but whatever. So Morgonis in P3, I believe he's gained a few positions. 8 to be exact. Sackboy doing very well. I slated him in qualifying. So I'm pleased to prove me wrong in P5 at the moment. Boyman up 12 positions in P8. And of course we do have for them 4 DNFs at the start. Absolute chaos. Would love to see everyone's on boards of that after the race. That would be very, very entertaining indeed. All we saw was carnage, just cars flying off everywhere. We didn't know what was happening. But never mind. We can't catch everything. Although a lot of people have caught Louis Webb, catch me if you can, and they've caught him. They actually caught him by turn 2, but never mind. There's always next week in Miami. Maybe he'll be more difficult to catch under the sun of the USA. But never mind, he can watch his dad, show him how it's done. Although getting a drive through on the safety car, I wouldn't really... I wouldn't really take that advice, to be honest. So a dreadful race for the Aston Martin so far. This is their first race together, of course. Louis Webb, not a member of Ero last season. Just Lee Webb. Another driver, the Maverick, gets a penalty under the safety car. But he is at the back trying to catch up, so that's a little bit more understandable. Probably still can get removed, though. So the safety car will be in this lap. What can I tell you about any one of these drivers' penalties? We can see 2 on 3 seconds, both got under a safety car, and Lee Webb on a drive-through. The top 5 haven't pitted yet, so really Istvod in provisional P1, but on the mediums, will they last to the end of the race? So really Villeneuve and probably Paulbeck, actually, the two Ferraris, looking in the best position at the moment, obviously along with Parker and potentially Black Wolf as well, can stretch that out. It's only one extra lap, of course. All the ones on the mediums may struggle. I think everyone has stopped, yeah, apart from the front five, as I was saying. So yeah, unless there's another safety car, the front five are going to struggle really, really bad. The pit loss in Britain is massive. So really they should have been pitting and going on the hard tyres like Villeneuve and a couple of others there. But Villeneuve with a big brain again, strategy could win in the race. If you can keep with Isfod, it'll drag him along until his tyres go off and then make a last lap overtake perhaps. That would be entertaining. Shame I was on the soft tyres, so condemned himself to another stop. Unless he wants his tyres to explode, which I don't think he will want that at all. Safety car in this lap, as expected. Barry Kruger went very early last time. How early will he go on this occasion? Beautiful view on the hanger straight. Look at that, lovely. Villeneuve there, if you didn't catch, just doing the typical Raikkonen, no weaving, straight line. Doesn't need to weave when he's got the skill. So Boyman and Villeneuve trading places, that's very, very bad. But Kruger has gone a little bit later this time, but he goes, oh no he doesn't. He looked like he was going and then he's half throttle. He's certainly gone now. As further back, appears to be a bit of a gap. Someone's been caught napping, I think it's Sackboy. Shade Mab's using them soft tyres to get past Saitsi immediately. We see no collisions through turn 1 and 2, not yet. As we do see Parker trying to go around the outside of the Ferrari. Doesn't get the job done, is under pressure on Black Wolf. Black Wolf going around the outside now, great move. Parker not going to be able to get the switch back on him here, and Black Wolf's been very opportunistic and nicked the position. Oh no, and Parker's lost it. He's spun round at the corner, Dulsted as well, and he's gone to the back of the field. Maybe disappointed with that one. Sackboy, the race of his life in P5. Of course, we'll have to pit again, let's not forget that. So, Isfod in provisional P1. Boyman has got past Villeneuve somehow. On those fresh tyres, of course, may be expected, as the two Ferraris are 8th and 9th. Black Wolf just behind Powbeck here. Is he going to make a move into the S section? We'd love to see it, but unlikely, although Powbeck's got a bit of a dodgy exit. And Black Wolf is using full ERS, as is Powbeck though, so he's probably not going to jump here. As further ahead, Boyman gets past Istfod for P6, so now Boyman takes the provisional lead of the race. Looks like Lease might send it on Black Wolf. No, he's more intelligent than that. There's been another spinner in Saitsi. Reminds me of last season. Never mind. Moving on, Barry Kruger still is in the lead, but when is he going to pit? And probably for 5 laps. All these guys are going to have to pit, I expect. But they're all within a second, all the way down to Shade Mabs now, actually, which is pretty good. Shade Mabs on the soft tyres, can't keep up with Dulst. Not quite, although he's just got back in the second, so fair enough. So Boyman having a look at Sackboy. He's going to go up the inside of Cops. Oh, this could end in tears. Oh, he's just got behind him, backed out of it. He's obviously seen Britain 2021, apologies. Who hasn't, of course. Well, 2020 was quite entertaining as well, to be fair, but 2021 a little bit more dramatic. There's Boyman still all over the back of his Isfod. Sackboy, I should say, and he's easily past him here. Yeah, no issues, as Lee Webb's still not served the drive-through penalty, so probably will do this lap. There he goes, into the pits. Further forward, Morgonis all over the back of Vries. As everyone gets past someone. Lee Webb obviously pits. DRS been enabled, so he spins at the back again, struggling on those warm tyres. And we have Istvod fairly close to Sackboy now. Sackboy beginning to struggle on those old tyres. As Villeneuve, I thought he was going to send one, then he almost did, as Paulbeck, his teammates all over the back of him now. He's got a really compromised exit here, and Paulbeck's going to be all over him, I suspect, into this next corner. He's got DRS, but so will Villeneuve, both using full battery. There's not going to be a move here. Villeneuve tries it around the outside. He's going to make the inside of the next corner, but he's not quite done it. As he's always trying to send it up the inside, as Istvod gives him just enough room. As Villeneuve, now the one who's going to send it up the inside of Kops, is trying around the outside though. This could be disastrous. Istvod completely backs out of it and lets Villeneuve through. Does not want to get involved in any of those incidents, as we see both the Alpha Tauris struggling. One of which is Saitsi, who has just retired from the session. On track. Noted. So these guys are close. Villeneuve going to send one, is he, on Sackboy? Thinks about it. Tries to stick it around the inside. Sackboy on the outside. Hopefully he doesn't want to pit this race. No, this lap. Villeneuve gives plenty of room. I can't see where Sackboy is. Sackboy's yielded and Villeneuve is through. Istvod now all over the back of Sackboy. Sackboy really struggling on those 10-lap old tyres. We could see a move into turn 2. Surely not into turn 1. 2 or 3, whichever it is. The front three have gapped. Villeneuve now been held up. No move into turn 3 from Istvod. But there are some drivers all over the back of Sackboy, forming quite the train now. Villeneuve needs to... Oh, they made contact! It's huge contact there! So, Istvod spun Sackboy round. Thinks Sackboy's lost his front wing. It's been a disaster. And now Lease through on Istvod. They're going 4 wide. Paulbeck's through as well. Istvod and Dulce battling. Istvod probably got damage. Yes, he has. You can see part of his wing has gone. Look, the front right part. And Istvod is going to be a sitting duck through these next few corners. Can Dulce get by before Kops? Hopefully. Otherwise, there's going to be absolute chaos. So here he goes. Istvod's going to back out. Is Black Wolf going to get through? He's not. He's going to get through here now, though. And Istvod has trundled through the back. Probably deserved if he did indeed smash Sackboy off. That's what it seemed like, but who knows? Maybe Sackboy didn't leave enough room. Stewards will decide. I won't. Morgonis very close to Boyman, and somehow Boyman's got through. Boyman got certain pace actually. Well done to him, and consistency. The Maverick managed to get past Shade Maps on hard tyres. Okay. So, Barry Kruger sets the fastest lap of the race so far. As we do see Istvod pit, obviously with that damage, needs to get a new front wing. Morgonis the closest to anyone that I can see. Villeneuve needs to start closing that gap to Boyman if he wants a chance of this win. Obviously Morgonis and Barry Kruger do have to pit, so without safety cars they're going to be really, really struggling. With a safety car, of course, Villeneuve probably in the driving seat if there is a safety car, because I believe he's got a set of mediums left, whereas the other drivers do not, or the other drivers around him don't. So either way, Villeneuve's looking good for this race at the moment if you're a Villeneuve fan. Can he keep touch with Boyman? That is the question. Really, he wants Morgonis to stay within that second to put the pressure on Boyman and make it difficult. But meanwhile, Powerbeck is right behind the McLaren of Lease through the difficult section of the track. You can't really overtake through this S section, Maggots and Beckett's, but onto the Hangar Straight is an opportunity as Shane Rocks gets another penalty for exceeding track limits. So here comes Powerbeck, probably just a little bit too far back, but is gaining low on ERS, so maybe won't send it down the inside this time. We'll stick with this one though, in case Lease makes a mistake, which he hasn't done, as Morgonis pits, promoting Villeneuve, Lease and Powerbeck up a position, and many more behind. So Villeneuve not really gaining on Boyman, but Boyman's tyres won't be going off just yet. But this little train here certainly being held up by Villeneuve, as his teammate Powerbeck will want to get past Lease, and then do they swap the cars maybe? I'm not sure. First race of the season. Don't really want to see it. Close to the front then, Boyman is closing in on Kruger, but it doesn't really matter because Kruger does have to pit. No doubt get past him on the hanger straight, but Porbeck is all over the back of Lease. Does he send it down the inside? Cops? No. Can he get a better exit out of here? Absolutely not. Lease has got, got the advantage through there. No issues. So Lease close to Villeneuve. Boyman is going to send it down the inside. No, he's not. He's more sensible than I give him credit for. As Lease goes down the inside of Villeneuve. Villeneuve hanging it round the outside. Oh, beautiful stuff. Now Lease is going to dive bomb down the inside. No, he's not. Oh, Villeneuve's gone very wide. He left him a lot of space. Turned in quite late as Dulst's gone. Oh, Lease, look how close he gets to Villeneuve there. But no contact. Very good driving from both of them. And does stay behind on this occasion. But he's got a great one. He's going to send down the inside to turn one. Oh, suicide. It's backed out of it quite sensibly so. Still stays behind Villeneuve, but no doubt has the pace. As another yellow flag in sector 3. Dulce obviously really struggling on them warm tyres after that one spin. So now these two battling ahead, and Paubeck is going to be licking his lips watching this as Lease goes very wide and off the track. No doubt exceeding track limits. Lease has gone past Villeneuve. Can Villeneuve do anything about this? Take the nice wide entry. He hasn't took a wide entry. He's gone for a tight line into... oh, Lease has lost it! He's lost it! He's gone! He's spun! Oh, no. I think it's the second time he's spun this race. Really needs to work on his consistency. Very, very bad luck for Lease. Villeneuve and Powerbeck the Ferraris will breathe a huge sigh of relief there as the McLaren goes spinning off into the distance. So Villeneuve now in P3, provisional P2, so it's looking like a double podium for the Ferrari boys. Ferrari, of course, winning the Constructors last season. Are they on to do so again? It's Paubeck all over the back of his teammate. Quite an easy move. Villeneuve low on ERS, but does he keep it? Oh, I thought he was going to send one down the inside there. Not this time. Paubeck obviously having that huge qualifying advantage, so maybe Villeneuve just thought better of that battle, and maybe he can stay in his DRS and catch Boyman. Maybe that's the plan, master plan for Ferrari. So no other battles at the moment. Boyman stalled a little, can't stay with Barry Kruger, can't get past Barry Kruger, I should say, staying with him absolutely fine. Lee Webb now on the back of Reese after his drive-through, so he'll struggle to get points on pure pace, and needs a bit of safety car and things to come into play, but you never know. As Boyman was fairly close to Kruger, not close enough this time. Not many battles. Yellow flag in sector 3 as we see Sackboy go again. Oh dear. Never mind, same old, same old. Ferrari's line of stern, not really catching Boyman though. Boyman dropped out of DRS, interestingly. Barry Kruger, that is very interesting indeed. He is saving a lot of battery though. As we have another spinner. Shay Babs doing donuts for the fans. A little bit early just yet though. Oh, he's gone again. Let's see how many we can get here. Oh, we stayed just about with it there, yeah. And here he goes, half throttle down the straight into last place. Even Sackboy's overtook him. So no one within DRS zone now, apart from Vries on Lee Webb. So maybe this is the battle to watch in P12 and P13. Very, very exciting stuff. See, now this is where we need the ghost safety car and bunch them all up again. Not, 7 laps in when they're fairly close to one another. Come on, game, sort it out. But there's risk of safety cars. We do have Sackboy in the lobby. We have a few others as well. And some unknowns that could have been in the wall. Maverick's quite good at smashing into the wall as well. He does that quite often. Others, don't really know, to be honest. Villeneuve's got form, he's done it before as well, as has Boyman. I think everyone has, I've done it myself. Everyone's liable to smash into the wall at some stage in their career. So Boyman now back within DRS. Barry Kruger really struggling, no doubt, on them 16-lap old medium tyres. Still doesn't pit though, stays out. No doubt waiting for a potential safety car. You don't want to pit and then one comes out, it'd be an absolute nightmare for you. It's heartbreaking when that happens. So, Black Wolf in a world of his own, as are a few drivers actually, the Maverick and Parker as well, and probably put Tim Lees in that same breath. He's having a boring race, he must be bored out of his mind in this stint. As will a lot of the drivers be actually, because they're just doing a practice session at the moment. There's no battles at all, as Dulst has gone again. Let's watch him. Oh, he's completely gone. So where has he done that then? We've just missed him. Will his car still be there? Could be a safety car. Could be a safety car. Not yet. Oh no, it's not. He's just retired on track. Two drivers retiring on track. And he was in the points as well. It's a peculiar thing to do. Oh well. They'll learn. There'll be a safety car now, and he could have got podium, but serves you right for not going up. So Boyman still stuck behind Barry Kruger. This is a surprise. Maybe his tyres are going off as well. Seems a bit early though, another 8 laps to go. Kruger does have to pit, he definitely has to pit. He's not stopped yet. Kruger the only man and not to stop, so there'll be definitely a pit stop coming from him. As Villeneuve has dropped off considerably from his teammate, can't quite keep with Powerbeck, very quick driver clearly. Powerbeck and Kruger getting pole position and P2 by a mile. That's the only battle is Boyman and Kruger. So we will stay on it and see what these guys can do. As Boyman might have the run on him here. Does he have the bottle to dive one down the inside? Risky. Oh, Kruger's gone a bit wide, left him a lot of space. Expected the dive bomb. Boyman did not take the opportunity. Now does he dive into Copse? Even more dangerous. But that will tempt Boyman if he knows Kruger is not really on the defensive, as Boyman got a nice run him into Copse. Doesn't send it into Copse. Does Kruger run wide? No, not really. Yeah, Kruger handling it very, very nicely. And Boyman has to stay behind. He's not really under threat from the guy behind though, and Paul Becker does have a 3-second penalty as well. So Boyman just happy to cruise to the win at the moment. This man will not want a safety car. As I say that, we're spun but no safety car here. As Boyman going to dive down the inside this time. Why is he not diving down the inside? Go on, send it into this corner. Will it be a send or will Kruger pit? Kruger pits. Okay, questionable, but we'll move on. Kruger pits and Boyman does not. Of course, and he takes the lead off the race, and now the race will be boring for 7 laps. I apologise. So, Porbeck 4.4 behind, Villeneuve another 3, then another 5 to Black Wolf, another 4 to Lees, 4 to the Maverick, 3 to Parker, 9 to Morgonis, 10 to Isfar, 12, 5, 16 and 2. Oh, Barry Kruger, where does he come out? That could be the interest here. Does he come out near anyone at all? No. So anyway, guys, we'll do a bit of a Q&A. You got any questions for me in the chat? Let me know, because it's going to be a boring one. Anyone you want me to focus on, talk about, do shout up. Who do we think is going to cause the next incident or have a moment? I'll try and go on them and see what happens. Alfie saying PC 3 predictions. No idea. Don't follow them at all. If you're in it, well, maybe you'll win. I don't know. Don't know how good you are. Not a clue, as Isfod does pit. Seems like a decent pit stop. PCF1, also no clue at all. Don't follow PC, but I encourage everyone to do so. Title contenders in F3. Well, that is an interesting topic for conversation. I can't even remember who's in F3, barely any names at all. I think Yeast, Macaulay Beard. Can't really see past him. Emre looking decent. Who was the guy who dominated Portugal? Not very memorable name, but he might win. Stevie, if he gets his act together, is in with a shout, of course. But I think the dark horse, of course, is Mr. Bean. The Mr. Bean of Ero Ps could be in with a shout of the title if everyone else falls off in front of him. Very, very consistent, or is looking so far this season. So we will see if he can win the title. Everyone else may crash into each other. We did have a moment, a bit like at the start of this race in the F3 Portugal turn 1, where 3 cars went out. My teammate actually was found at fault to that. No comment. As we carry on watching this race, which Barry Kruger may actually catch some people and have a bit of overtaking for us. Lockig is the guy in F3 who dominated. Thank you, Liam. Appreciate it. And he quite rightly points out that Yeast, the championship contender in F3, is not racing this week because he has broke his back. He is fine. He's all right. He's got a broken back, but he's all right. He's not too bad. In a lot of pain, obviously, but let's not feel too sorry for him. Send him a bag of grapes and he'll be fine. Hoping to be back next week. But anyway, we have 3 cars close to each other on track. They should pay attention. Don't know how this happened. As the Maverick, Parker and Kruger all together. The 2 Alfa Romeos maybe working together. And Kruger are going to absolutely blitz through. No doubt about this. And easily get through both of these guys. Everyone seems to be bottoming out on the gearbox here. And I thought they'd fix that glitch, but maybe they just made it worse, I don't know. Maybe it's just on straight, I don't know, but it seems like they're just hitting the revs and not gearing up. It's not... Oh dear, no, Barry Kruger's gone! He's lost it! He's spun, and that's his hopes ruined to get by those guys. That is an error of a man who is not used to league racing. As we see, Istvod on the back of Sackboy. Let's ignore penalties. Send it down the inside. Oh, he's trying. Go on, next corner, send it down. Here we go, we're going to have a massive send into the Chapel chicane. Is it Chapel? I don't know. Something. Oh no! Sackboy's had a moment. They're going to go side by side. Sackboy gives him no room at all. Istvod now, the driver's still behind. So you see Parker getting very close to the Maverick as well. So he's got to run on his teammate. He's got DRS. He's going to get the job done very, very easily. Too easy, really. Will there be any fight at all from the Maverick? The Maverick does get back in slipstream, looking for a go. Does he send it down the inside of the last corner? No, he's not close enough here. So Istvod, the one to watch on the back of Sackboy. Will we have a send? Nobody's sending the dive bombs today. Good driving. Boring for the stream, but good driving. Here comes Istvod round the outside. He's going to get a switch back on Sackboy here. This is a great move if he makes this work. So we're going to see Istvod on board. He's going to have a great run out of Cops. Can he do it before Maggots? Doesn't look like it. Sackboy very conservative through there. Powerbeck now on the back of Boyman for the lead. We'll keep a close eye on that one, but not just yet because Istvod is all over the back of Sackboy and he's got the run on him. Got DRS wide open. Should be an easy move, but it's not happened. Must have completely varying setups. As we see Powerbeck challenging for the lead, but he does need to get by and make up 3 seconds worth in 3 laps. Doesn't even get by, so Boyman looking good for the win. At this moment in time, we will stick with this though because it is the battle for the lead. There's a little bit of a battle happening. It's for Sackboy and Shade Maps further back. Well, they're about to get lapped, so not good for them. and they're not going to get points anyway. So here we are then. Powerbeck starts lap 24. The lead Ferrari car looking like a good driver. All over the back of Boyman, piling the pressure on. Boyman's tyres will be going off. How quickly can Powerbeck get by? Does he? I thought he was going to send a dive bomb there. Not this time. He's got really close on braking. Really close to Boyman to take a wide line. Not really. Boyman's took a wide line. That means he'll get a better rating than Powerbeck. But Powerbeck has got the traction. He's going to get slipstream, but he's not going to do much. And Boyman does have a lot of ERS to defend, so we might not see a move this lap. So Boyman looking good. Apart from there, that was a moment. This is going to be so slow holding Powerbeck up through this section in his destroyed tyres. But Powerbeck's a bit out of shape, but he has got a better exit than Boyman. This could be the move. Seems like a definite, but he doesn't have much ERS at all. Boyman going to be defending like a maniac. Powerbeck going around the outside, run out of ERS though. They're going side by side. Boyman kept the inside line. Powerbeck going to get the switch back. Is he going to dive down the inside this time? I feel like he's going to. No, he's not. Does surprise me. He needs to get the job done and get by. And Boyman really struggling. He's struggling through the final corner. Powerbeck got a better exit again. Oh, he's had a bit of a moment through there though. And he's not close enough to challenge at turn 1. So for another lap, Boyman clings on, driving quite well. So here comes Powerbeck again. Does he make the move this time? Dive down the inside. He's going around the outside though. Oh, it's going to be a close one. They're going side by side. Powerbeck's got the upper hand here, and Boyman has to yield. Can't do anything about that. But if he can stay within DRS, maybe get him back down the hanger straight. Who knows? Either way, Powerbeck's got a job to do. 3 seconds on the lap. He needs Boyman to get a penalty. That's the only way. And then even Villeneuve's in contention. But Villeneuve on for the podium pretty easily, actually. Black Wolf in P4. I think in all that madness, Parker has got past the Maverick, and Kruger's caught back up to the Maverick and Parker, so we might see a move there. But for the time being, Boyman not close enough. And he's going to drop back. So we do have Sackboy going off again. Just ahead of the leaders to put them off. Just been lapped. So here comes Barry Kruger on the Alfa Romeos. Can he get past both of them? Doesn't need to because of penalties, but we want to see it for the fans. So let's see what he can do. He's got past the Maverick very, very early. Oh, it seemed like he did, but not quite. The Sackboy has retired in the pits. Better than retiring on track, I believe. So well done to him for at least doing that. And now Barry Kruger sets his sights on frontrunner Elliot Parker, who has to be said has done a very good job. P6 on the road, decent race from him. I believe he was in last place at one stage. Good recovery. They've all been all over the place, to be honest, this race. We've only got 13 finishes. Not brilliant, but it's the first race of the season. We lost 4 at turn 1. Let's not forget that. Can't wait to see that. That was a great little incident. Just again, no one could seem to change gear this race. It's very interesting. Barry Kruger is going to make the move on Parker, not here. Up the inside of Cox will be lovely for the final lap. As we do see Lisa's gone again. He's lost some positions. Lisa ahead. So he's spun again for the 3rd time this race. Oh, and the last lap as well. Absolutely dreadful for him. So unfortunate. Skill issue at the moment for Lise. Never mind, he can improve throughout the year. I did say championship contender, so hopefully he doesn't completely mess it up and make me like a fool. Nobody wants that. So we will watch Powerbeck cross the line. He's made the 3 seconds on Boyman somehow. No idea how he's done that. In one lap, Boyman must have made a massive mistake. Boyman finishes P2 and Villeneuve P3, rounding up the podium as Barry Kruger has... Oh, he's almost had a massive incident with Parker going down the back of him. He doesn't need to overtake. Will he dive bomb anyway, just for the fans? Oh, sort of. Oh, not quite. He's backed out at the last minute. Does he want to get in on the line? There's no real need. He's going around the outside anyway, though. Could there be a collision on the line? No, there's not going to be, as Parker keeps it on the road. Maybe he's looking to get his penalty removed. And Kruger does jump up to P5. Parker loses another position to Morgonis. And Lees is going to come P8. Bad race for him as Lee Webb manages to get a point. Assuming he's got not too many penalties, only got 3 seconds. Well done to him after the drive-through. Good recovery for Aston Martin. Only getting 1 point from this race. More to come in the races ahead, no doubt. Maverick finished P9. Strong result from him. Not really seen much of him, to be honest. Apologies for that. Vries P11 out the points, as is Isford and Shade Mavs in last place. On the road, obviously, 7 drivers, not much to finish, so at least he beat those. So well done to all the F5 drivers today. I was entertained. What a great start that was. 4 cars off in turn 1. That's, we'd love to see a bit of action. I saw some good overtakes from Black Wolf throughout. Villeneuve and Black Wolf battling quite well. Boyman, don't know what happened to him. Last lap must have made a huge error. Lost 3 seconds to Kruger. And he's gifted the win to him. Absolutely gifted the win. And he'll be devastated with that one, Will Boyman. Gets driver of the day, that'll be no consolation at all. Started last, I believe, up to P2. Probably deserves driver of the day, in fairness, but will be disappointed not to have won, as he was looking like he was going to win all the while. But no, it's a Ferrari win again. That is a familiar sight. Different Ferrari, same story. Powerbeck too fast. As Villeneuve, Mr. Consistency himself, finishes P3. On the podium, double podium for Ferrari. They're going to win the Constructors again by the looks of it. Well done to those guys. Got the strategy spot on. Very rare for Ferrari, but it does happen once in a blue moon. So I'll say the winner, Powerbeck in the Ferrari from P2. Boyman indeed did start last and finishes P2. He'll be absolutely livid with himself. Perhaps there's a penalty come from Powerbeck. Didn't see him do anything wrong, we never know. Someone might have saw something. Villeneuve finished P3, Black Wolf P4, Kruger finishing P5. Just 1 second ahead of Morgonis and 1 ahead of Parker. Questionable pit entry, but we'll leave that there. Good result from Parker, P7. If he gets his penalty removed, we'll jump up to P5, you never know. Lees P8, spun more times than I can remember. Very, very disappointing race for him. Maverick P9 and Lee Webber ran was P10. That is the rest of the grid. 7 DNFs, 4 on lap 1. Swiss again is qualified, feeling really, really bad for him. We will run down the race director. In case anyone does want those warning removed, they can look at the stream and get it on there. I'll try and remember to do that all season. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Don't forget, if you have, like and subscribe. We need all the support we can get. We have F4 following this at 8 o'clock. We've got a 45-minute break. Get some food, get some drinks. Come back, 8 o'clock. Watch F4. Will be one to remember. First race of the season always is. I've been Jack Bailey, as always. Thoroughly enjoyed my time with you guys. Have a great weekend. If you're in the UK, have a wonderful bank holiday. See you later.